Faelights and Vision. Take a look here, okay? You can see here that the enemy bot laner has the push, and what can they do? They can put down a ward. So let's say you're playing jungle here, okay? And you see they're missing. What are they doing? They're putting down a ward here in the river, and even if you don't see that they put down a ward, it's very obvious that they warded. So, as you can see here, the enemy Ashe put down a ward after pushing the wave, and he sees basically this vision. However, if you play a jungle and you know that they actually took a ward here and put it down, then what you want to be doing is run all the way around and gank them. So what they're gonna get is false information and think, oh, we can actually push. And very often, okay, even if the enemy jungler is pinging, hey, he's bot side, laners, especially in low elo, do not respect. I'm not even kidding. If you're below diamond and below, people will just die, even in master. As long as your laners don't make it too obvious. If you want to learn how to gank properly, there's a video down in the description below. It's very important, and I can explain right now a little bit. But as I'm gonna gank here, I am not pinging on the way. I'm pinging like now probably on the way, the moment I'm actually a lot closer. But yeah, you can see now by basically me going from behind, ignoring the crap, I get a free kill here. Now I'll show you another example what to do if they put down a ward. In this example here, you can see that it's very difficult to gank bot lane because the wave's pushing in towards the enemy team and it's pretty hard to dive them, right? So if you play jungle right now and there's nothing to do, and you can see another play, which is here, for example, top lane, that the wave is actually freezing low-key, and you can make it towards top lane on this wave. Look what you can do right now. In the new season, you're basically able to get home guards, and not just any home guards. You can literally get home guards, and you have it all the way to top lane. So basically, if you don't see any play, and you see that any of the laners are freezing, you can basically look to gank. So take a look here. Do you see how I'm like literally having home guard still up to this point? I would never be able to be top lane here if it wasn't for the home guards. So if you don't see any play, and if any lane is freezing, you can do this. And now take a look at the following. I'm walking behind, okay? I'm flashing over.
You guys know who a good coach is? Alois. That guy.
My jungle is kind of a chat, no?
Just flash, right?
Yeah, just flash. You have to play it slow. I'm coming to with bomb plating though, I might bait her. Just play it slow. Just oh. I'll bait. It's all you. He uses flash. Oh! Kirei on Riven!
Riven, come on!
Don't push wave, don't push wave, don't push wave. Big.
Okay, you know what's really funny? When I played Riven jungle, I watched the Riven guide.
Big.
In this example here, I have losing lanes, okay? And I'll show you what to do if you have losing lanes. So you can see in this example here, my bot lane is getting turbo stomped. It looks familiar? Well, this is one of those games. So when I see this HP, I make an if and else condition. If enemy goes for a ward, I don't gank. Else, I'll gank, considering I have Blitzcrank and CC. If I had, let's say, a Lulu or something and they were this low, I would not go for a gank. So as you can see right now, I'm looking at, okay, are they gonna go for a ward or are they just gonna hit tower without warding? And as you can see, I'm just seeing what they're gonna do. So now I realize they're actually going for a ward, and of course with Faelights and if they ward in general, you don't wanna look for a fight. Instead, just base and wait for better opportunities. Take a look here. I'm just going from base straight into mid lane, but I'm waiting for my item, right? And let's play forward a bit. You can see here, I'm abusing the home guards, running through the mid lane, getting as much move speed as possible. And now, I just go for the top grab. So even if you don't have plays right, it's completely fine. What you should look to do is just take the crab, see if you can do anything. If there's nothing you can do, guess what? You can full clear again and wait again for the next time. Yes, early games are a bit harder to gank because they can put like insane vision with the Faelight. However, laners will always be trolling and you can always capitalize on them inting. And even if they don't troll here, okay, you could just go for another full clear and then look to prepare the Drake and find another gank opportunity, and then next time they would for sure die. And if they don't, you get control, but I'll explain that later. Objectives. In these examples, I'll showcase to you how to play for objectives, and as this is one of the most important part of League of Legends right now. So as you can see, the groups are spawning, and essentially if the groups are spawning, obviously you want to play for them. What would most people do here? They would just start the objective. However, instead of starting the objective, you don't want to do that. Why is that? for the following reasons. 1. If their top laner pushes the wave and moves to me and their jungler's coming, they push me off. 2. If someone is overextending and their jungler is not there, I get a kill and worst case I lose 1 or 2 grubs. And especially right now in the jungle, I would say that the golden XP is more valuable, especially considering top laners get so much more XP as well. So you have to actually be more on top of getting farm. And do you see here, it's not even like I'm ganking top lane. I just want to secure the wave, make sure that my top lane can move, and you see how I ping? I ping him in his face, I ping him, let's go towards the objective, and now look what happens. If the enemy team tries to contest this, pay attention. Instead of hitting the objective, do not do that. Just trap them in the bush, chunk their HP, then take the objective. So do you see right here how I'm pinging my teammates, hey, I need assistance here? If I have my Garen moving first, I can basically super send it towards the Talon. In the jungle, if you have your laners coming first and you can basically jump on the enemy team, enemy jungler cannot hit back. If he were to hit me back here, okay, and there's a stalemate, a fight here 1v1, my Garen starts coming closer, and at some point this guy has to run. So while this guy is running away, I'll keep hitting his back and I'll keep dealing more damage, which ends up me winning the trade. Which is why that you want to first secure a lane priority and then you want to start the objective. If the enemy team is contesting, screw the objective, go for a fight. In the end, objectives are just for you to force a fight and then win the fight. The main goal should not be the objective. Okay, actually, joke. That's the main goal. And in order to get your main goal, you basically need to get the laner push, kill them if they come in, and if they don't come in, then you do it. And now I'll show you another example. Alright, take a look at this example here. Take a look at the timer. The Drake is spawning in 30 seconds, okay? And take a look at the bot lane wave. Right now, I've identified what I want to play for, which is the Drake. Now the question is that, how do you play for the Drake? Now you know what to play for, okay? But the question is how. And this is what most people struggle with. So before you play for a Drake, you have to do the following, okay? Which is number 1. You want to secure lane priority. When I say you want to secure lane priority, essentially that actually means that if you're strong enough to fight them, you kill them if they contest the wave. If they don't contest the wave, guess what? You get the push. So right now, the main goal is to get the Drake, and how do I play for the Drake? I want to secure lane priority. Killing the enemy team is a byproduct of securing the lane priority. So you'll always get something guaranteed. So now I happened to get a flash. Even if I did not get a flash, I'm happy enough if I get this wave. What is step number 2? Step number 2 is deny their vision. Because right now, if they don't have any wards and they don't know if we're gonna do the Drake or not, guess what? They're gonna face check, right? And that's what you want. You see how he face checked? What if me and Nautilus are standing here? Boom, this guy gets chunked. However, in this case, we're not standing there. And they saw the Nautilus. And now guess what? What is step number 3? Fight if they come, start if they don't. So at the moment, okay, considering that they have a ward here, look what I'm doing right now. I'm taking the Fruity Tootie. Now, ideally, I would love to secure mid lane priority as well, as I'm taking the crab here, you see? As I'm taking the crab, and I can see my mid lane can move first as well, now I'll start it. However, if they come, I'll fight. So right now, I'm down to take any fight, and my priority is not to do the Drake. And the moment someone gives range, guess what? You kill them. And you see the trash? This guy is literally dead right now. But in this case even, we cannot deny the vision. But I want you to look at the enemy perspective, okay? This is how it looks like from their perspective. Trash right now is, okay, I have a ward here. Drake spawning in 2 seconds. They see Nautilus walking there. And now it's like, hold up. Are they on it? How much HP is it? And instead of us finishing Drake, he now sees us and he's like, what the f***? I guess they're just turning on me. And now the trash is dead. So a lot of people will tend to do this. They'll just come. So whenever you see like a good opportunity to turn, you should do so. Don't hit the Drake. I want you really remember to remember the following, okay? Objectives are a reason to fight. You just want to fight if you're stronger. And if you want to increase your chance of winning, guess what? How do you do so? By, of course, having numbers, you secure the waves. By of course denying their vision. They have the face check, right? Which means you can just kill them for free like the trash. And then of course, start if they don't come, fight if they do. And then of course, you know, if you apply the fundamentals, which is having a game plan, good base timers, know how to jungle track, and etc, right? Like all the fundamentals in order to recognize that step by step is in the mid-game course. That's very, very essential to like get to this point and understand what you have to do and improve. But if you're able to do these things consistently, I can promise you that you're gonna be better than enemy jungle, unless you watch this video as well. But this is generally what you want to be doing around objectives. Battle Royale. So basically, if you're wondering like why the games are so fast and why it's so punishing, it is because at this point, League of Legends is literally even more of a Battle Royale. So the main thing you have to understand in mid-game and why it's so difficult at the moment as well is because the game is so fast-paced. Like, if a top laner is ahead, right, and he kills your side laner, that guy gets 600 gold from a tower, and here's the thing. Even if he does not finish the tower, he can get like 360 gold by just taking 3 plates, which is equivalent to 1 kill. And what can side laners do now? Guess what? They can literally base. And you see Yone. Right now Yone is busy farming and he's concerned for his life. Yone usually is not gonna ping his laners, yo, be careful. And meanwhile, you know, the enemy Ambessa, if this guy wanted to, right, he could just zoom towards the mid lane. But let's take a look right now, okay? He's basically killing the Yone here. He ends up killing him. And not only does he kill Yone right now, guess what he can do now? He can press B, run towards mid lane, and if Yone is tilted and not focused, his laners can die. And this is the difference between someone in high elo and low elo, right? Is being able to recognize these things and making it a habit. So you can see now Ambessa is opening mid lane and Yone hasn't pinged one single time. So you might be wondering, why does it matter for you as a jungler? Well, it matters a lot. Because imagine you're neatly here. You're like, oh, let's look for a fight. And then you're like, okay, let's send it. And then you're like, looking good, looking good, looking good, looking good. Looking good. Oh, hold up. There's an Ambessa behind. And if you don't think about it, right, that can ruin your fight. And you know what's funny? This is a 2v4. Yone is just burger chilling bot lane, getting free farm. And meanwhile, this is a 2v4. However, because the Ambessa is so fat, right? And now the Jace comes. In the end, what ends up happening is that they get wiped here anyway. But do you basically see how like mid game is so much more important? And as a jungler, you need to not only understand your own role, you need to as well understand other roles on how they work. And it's a lot of things you need to focus on. Like literally in mid game, if you don't understand how laners work, it's kind of cooked. Because not only do you need to know when they can move, you need to know as well what they should be doing. And if you don't know how to communicate that, mid game is a lot harder. However, if you do, then mid lane becomes a lot easier. Especially in the new season, because it's so snowbally. The moment you make one mistake, okay, and you die, guess what happens? You lose the Baron at minute 21. And then, if you know how to use the Baron, right, and you know how to siege that properly, you can snowball insanely hard. Let's take a look at this example here. So, do you see how Twisted Fate is basing? And this is a big problem in the mid game. As Twisted Fate is basing right now, I want you to look first from the enemy perspective. They basically see the Twisted Fates in base, and then they see a random teleport, okay? And now, what ends up happening is that Ornn here is looking to send it, and just so you know, this is a challenger lobby. It's not low elo, so imagine what would happen in low elo. Ornn is like, let's go! And then Twisted Fate is now pinging signals to retreat. However, Ornn is in a pretty big trouble. And he's getting gangbanged basically by at least 4 people. He's trying to make it, but he cannot make it. But my point here is that like in mid game, it's gonna be very, very, very chaotic. So let's say you're the Viego here, okay? And this is the thing you have to understand as jungle. It's not just your role. It's understanding other rules and knowing how to communicate. Actually, I meant Hecarim. Let's say from Hecarim POV, okay? You see your Twisted Fate base. You see there's a juicy tower, but guess what? After you take the tower, if you know macro, you have to communicate back here and think about the next objective. Usually if you don't know what the next objective is, I mean I don't really explain it anywhere on my YouTube, but if all tier 1s are down, it's basically tier 2s. If tier 2s are down, it's tier 3s, and generally speaking, objectives have the priority, right? But it goes a bit more in depth than that, but anyway, it's fine for now. But basically, what you want to be doing is that recognize, okay, well, do we even want to stay here? Because if you think about it, there's not really anything to get here anymore, besides the enemy camps. And if you play jungle, you have to communicate, hey bros, we don't want to fight here, back off. If you don't get good at this, and you don't get good at the battle royale, which is, you know, free for all literally, you won't be able to climb. So, jungling is not just your role, it's really understanding all the roles as well, and what they see. Because look from Twisted Fate perspective. What should he have done? Before teleporting, before the enemy team sees it, he should already warn his team in advance, yo bros, back off. If he teleports top lane now, and then the enemy team sees it, of course, people aren't stupid. They're all gonna ping, go, 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 send it. You can see here that the enemy team is completely sending it because they see someone teleporting top lane, and they're not stupid. So, it's very crucial you learn these things, and yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is all. The thing is that I would love to add a lot more stuff, but you know, these are the things that should get you going quite far. If you review your games, take a look at how you do it, and if you're interested in learning a lot more and a lot faster, I basically have the mid to late game course, and the thing is that I don't know how sweaty you are, but if you're truly sweating and you really want to climb as fast as possible and know exactly what to work on, I literally explain you step by step what to do, what to focus on, which videos you should master first before moving to the next one. And the thing is that I do advertise this course, but it's only for the people that really want to climb out of the rank or climb a lot faster. Because I can guarantee you that a lot of people are hard stuck. But even if you're hard stuck, right, if you focus on the concepts, you can see this Edo graph, right? It literally went stonks. If you just know what to work on, which is planning a life and communication, it's not even the full part of the course, right? This is just how to review. And of course, these have like specific videos. If you master them step by step, your elo goes super, super, super insanely hard. Even here, Emerald to Diamond 4 in like 1 week. It's about understanding what to do, how to do it, and applying it. And if you don't climb within 3 months after watching my course, I'll just give you a 100% refund, and I'm that confident it will help you. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned a thing or two. And make sure to apply the things in the game, because in the end, no matter how much you learn, if you can't apply it, it's just knowledge and not a skill. I hope to see you guys in the next videos, and have a nice, wonderful day.